Hello and welcome on this weekend. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, as we all wait that date, we all know which one I'm talking about, the 1st of July, when Meghan's As Ever Rosé will be going on sale. But for now, we do have some news. The Duke of Sussex is in New York. Amazing. So he is there for the 2025 Nexus Global Summit. So this is a flagship event by Nexus that brings together over 350 of the world's most influential next-gen philanthropists, impact investors, and social innovators. So it's held in New York City from June the 26th to the 28th, and this summit is a unique opportunity to celebrate brave voices and bold ideas. They tackle global challenges and shape a better future for 2025 and beyond. So we have an image here that was released on Twitter or X, and we have Harry there seated with Rachel Gerald at the Nexus Global Summit. So you can see Harry there. He's wearing a dark colored suit and a white dress shirt. In that scene, he appears to be listening to what she is saying. And I'm sure Harry was there talking perhaps about his own initiatives, perhaps with Travelist, or it could have been something concerning climate, or his strong suit. He loves talking about mental health, which were some of the things that were the issues that were going to be discussed. And the Duke of Sussex was really on form for this. He spoke with compassion and kindness and also touched on his work with the Parents Network that he and Meghan have been so involved in. He also talked about Meghan's own experience with trawling. So just take a listen. There's so much wisdom here.
One of the pieces to why the digital world was so important to us is because my wife in 2018 was the most trolled person in the world. There was a lived experience in that, but at no point did we suddenly think, okay, well, let's go and let's take this industry on. But now we've created a fantastic platform through the Parents Network for parents all over the US and Canada and the UK as well, to be able to share their stories and share their lived experiences in the hope that less parents are affected by social media.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your vision for.
We realized that quite some time ago, and I think in today's world it's quite easy to be able to abandon your values because some people are proving that it's easier to get to the top by lying. I'm sure the fall from that is quite monumental. But my wife said to me very early on in our relationship, if you live your life by truth, it's the most efficient way to live. And I'm sharing this with you. So yes, we will continue to live our life by truth, and we will continue to stand up for what we believe in, the difference between right and wrong. And almost like, especially when it comes to mental health, I find it fascinating that when you are in a position similar to mine, if you do speak up, that the people in those positions of power, in the media, whatever, that criticize you, thinking that they're going to silence you, clearly don't realize that the importance of the fact that if they do try to criticize you and silence you, there is a need and a desire to continue to speak more. Also, everybody in this room, we know that if you come out and speak about some of your lived experiences, that someone out there, or a group of people, or thousands or millions of people, can somehow relate to part of your story, and you may be able to change their life.
How wise is the Duke of Sussex? I absolutely loved that soundbite as well. And we have more clips coming out from this event where we have the Duke of Sussex talking about the power of listening to the young people and empowering them. So take a listen.
Focus on giving a platform to young people. It's their future. I think that the longer that we are on planet Earth, the more experience we have, naturally. But also the longer we've been on planet Earth, the more we've been exposed to, not necessarily in a good way. So I think that young people come to these situations and come to these issues with such a clear mindset. So much of these problems are being created without them. And I think they need to. We believe that they simply have to have a seat at the table. The Responsible Tech Youth Power Fund is a group of individuals, young people that we fund and support, and they are coming up with the solutions. This is their future. Bring them in, let them create the future that they want. Who are we, in our sort of 40s or 50s or 60s, to be able to say, this is what we're going to create for you without actually asking you. So that to me has been a sort of a guiding light for me, certainly over the last 20 years. And again, fortunate enough to get out there. And that's the most important piece of advice that I would give, is get out there on the ground and listen. Don't believe that you have the solutions yourself and that you're going to come down on anybody or connect with anybody and say, look, because I have wealth, because I have the experience, I know what the solution is. Here is. Everyone's going to be different. And I've learned that time and time again. And the power and the opportunity you are given to be able to listen to the young people on the ground and say, yeah, that may well be a good solution, but here's why it's unique to our situation. That's where I'd leave it with, empowering young people.
So you can see him there having that talk. He truly does have such an authenticity about him as he talks about these issues that he is passionate about. Harry loves young people, and he has stood firm in his conviction that even in his position of privilege that he is in, that he knows he does not have all of the answers, even as he did stress it there. So there is a huge value in simply listening to the young people and also balancing it with how the older generation may have some certain insights that they can also give to them. And I just love him there. So Harry, once again, looking very dapper, very sharp in that dark suit. He does favor that for these speaking engagements. And it seems that everyone was all keyed into what he was saying. The room was all focused on the Duke of Sussex. And we just love to see him thriving and honored in these high value spaces. So I'm so happy that I was able to add this clip in here for those of you who watched this video before and share your thoughts on all of this. So they say that this event is a day to experience unforgettable moments of inspiration and action as visionary leaders come together to drive meaningful change. As they engage with world-renowned speakers and participate in transformative masterclasses and collaborate in high-impact roundtables. They say that this summit is not just an event, it is a launch pad for innovation and connection, offering the opportunity to find your community and build lasting relationships with those who share your passion for creating positive impact. So they said the summit topics included, as I mentioned before, mental health, AI and tech for good. They also touched on climate change and the future of food and so much more. So I'm sure the Duke of Sussex had so much more to talk about here. And as you can see, it is fantastic. No leaks from Camp Sussex. He just appeared in New York. He is there on stage. We are getting it live on X for those who are there, who are putting up these images and pictures on social media. So it's amazing to see how much Harry is in demand. And as I get more information, I will keep you updated here. But just to know that Harry is in New York on 27th of June. And we know that Meghan and the children must be missing him. And I'm sure that when he does all this, he's going to wrap it all up and get back to Los Angeles to just celebrate Meghan as she continues on with As Ever and the huge successes that she's been having. So I wanted to bring you this quick news here. Share your thoughts on this news in the comment section below. And thank you all for watching. As always, before we log off, allow me here to thank those of you who support this channel financially and shout out a couple of you here by name. A very special thank you to you. Diane Hawkins, who was the first to support this channel financially. Thank you for being so uplifting and positive, and I appreciate you for your tangible support and for being such a blessing. We love you as a part of this community. You are altruistic and inspiring. Thank you and God bless. A very special thank you as well to you, Gary Adderley. Thank you for your consistent support through Patreon. Your kindness shines through. You are such a light. I appreciate you for being a tremendous encouragement to me and to this community here. You are loved, valued, and cherished. I love you. God bless you, and thank you. And now a very special thank you to those of you who gave through Super Chat. A very special thank you to you, Susanna Maria Onoja. Thank you for giving. From the depth of my soul, I want to say that you are appreciated. Thank you for the love and the kindness that you have continued to show. I can't thank you enough. Your support has been so meaningful. You are a tremendous blessing, and we are warmed by your generosity. Thank you, and God bless. Once again, thank you to all who support this channel financially, to those who like, comment, and share. I appreciate you all. If you liked this quick update, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, follow on social media. Links will be in the cards and in the pinned comment. I love you all. Keep it here for more, and mark those calendars, July the 1st. And I will catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.